Ever wondered how sugar and carbohydrates interact with cancer cells? It's a fascinating yet complex process. To make things clear, it's essential first to understand what sugar, carbohydrates, and cancer cells are. Sugar and carbohydrates are two types of macronutrients our bodies require to function optimally. Carbohydrates, found in foods like pasta, bread, and fruits, break down into sugars during digestion. These sugars, primarily glucose, serve as fuel for our bodies, providing the energy necessary for various bodily functions. Cancer cells, on the other hand, are abnormal cells that divide and grow uncontrollably, often forming tumors. Unlike healthy cells, cancer cells have a peculiar characteristic. They have an insatiable hunger for glucose. So, how does sugar affect these cancer cells? It all boils down to a process called glycolysis. In normal circumstances, our cells use a small amount of glucose and oxygen to produce energy through a process called cellular respiration. However, cancer cells prefer a different route. They use glycolysis, a process that doesn't require oxygen and uses large amounts of glucose to produce energy. This phenomenon, known as the Warburg effect, enables cancer cells to survive even in low-oxygen environments and proliferate rapidly. Now, what about carbohydrates? Since carbohydrates break down into sugars, a diet high in carbohydrates can potentially provide an abundant supply of glucose to cancer cells, fueling their growth. However, it's important to note that our bodies need glucose to function. It's not about completely eliminating sugar or carbohydrates from our diets, but about maintaining a balanced intake. It's also essential to understand that while sugar feeds all cells, it doesn't directly cause cancer. In summary, sugar and carbohydrates have a significant impact on cancer cells. They fuel these cells, enabling them to grow and multiply rapidly. However, it's not as simple as saying sugar causes cancer. The relationship is complex and influenced by many factors, including our overall diet, lifestyle, and genetics. Understanding this relationship can help us make informed dietary choices and potentially reduce the risk of cancer. So the next time you reach for that sugary snack or carb-heavy meal, remember the role they can play in fueling not just your healthy cells, but potentially cancer cells too.